This conversation is a continuation of part one, adding, subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Part one had a lot of visual representations. Part two will be straight computation, adding and subtracting fractions without the visuals. Grab your pencils and let's go. Okay, we're adding 4/7 plus 2/9. We see that our denominators are not the same. We cannot add pieces that are not the same size, so we need to make them the same size. And we know we make them the same size with a common denominator. I've already listed out the multiples of 7 and 9, and I see they have a least common multiple of 63. So our common denominator is going to be 63. If you know your facts, you know 63 is 7 times 9. So that means 4/7 needs to be multiplied by 9 over 9, because 9 over 9 is equivalent to 1. We remind ourselves we can multiply anything by 1 and it stays equivalent. 2/9 needs to be multiplied by 7 over 7. 7 over 7 is the same thing as 1. So I end up with 36 over 63 plus 14 over 63. Now I'm adding things that are the same size, and because they're the same size, we can combine them. 36 plus 14 is 50 of these pieces. So our final answer is 50 over 63. Now we're going to simplify if we can. 50 is 5 times 5 times 2. 63 is 3 times 3 times 7. You can see they don't have any common factors, which we know is relatively prime, which means it cannot be simplified further. So we keep our final answer as 50 over 63. Okay, 11/18, and we're going to subtract 5/24. We don't have the same size pieces, so we're going to look for a common denominator so we can get the same size pieces. I've already listed out the first few multiples of each, and I see the least common multiple is going to be 72. I'm going to show you another way you can think about this. If I take the prime factorization of 18, 18 is 2 times 3 times 3, and 24 is 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. Common denominator means I have the same denominator. The nice thing about a prime factorization is you can see what factors they have in common and what they need. Right now I can see the first fraction has 2 3s, but the second only has 1 3. So I know I need to multiply the second by 3, which we know is still equivalent to 1. My second fraction has 3 2s, but my first one only has 1 2. So I know this fraction needs 2 2s. This is still equivalent to 1. So I still have equivalent fractions, but now this is a quicker, more efficient way to make sure you're getting to 72. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 is 72. So now my common denominator is still 72, and 2 times 2 times 11 is 44. And over here I have 15 over 72. So again, knowing how to make a prime factorization will save you a lot of time, and it carries over when you're trying to add and subtract rational expressions, being able to factor and see what each fraction needs to get to that common denominator. So 44 minus 15, now that I have the same size pieces, is 29 over 72. I have 29 of those pieces. Now 29 is prime, so I don't even need to worry about trying to simplify it. So it stays 29. 72 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. I don't have any common factors, so my answer stays 29 over 72. Now we're adding 9/15 plus 3/20. Again, not the same size pieces, so we're going to make them the same size pieces. I've already written out the multiplication facts, and our least common multiple is 60. So I'm going to rewrite 15 as 3 times 5 and 20 as 2 times 2 times 5. They both have a 5, so great. This one has a 3. This one is missing a 3. This has 2 2s. This one's missing 2 2s. Reminding ourselves all we're doing is multiplying by 1. 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 is equivalent to 60. So I want you to see how we end up at our common denominator. So we have 36 over 60 plus 9 over 60, which is 45 over 60. 45 is 3 times 3 times 5, and 60 is 3 times 2 times 2 times 5. They both have a common factor of 3, and they both have a common factor of 5. So those will simplify down to 1, and we're left with 3 over 4. We've reached our last example, 5/8 minus 1 over 11. I've listed out our multiples of each, and the least common multiple is 88. So we're going to rewrite 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, and 11 is prime, so it stays 11. So we'll see this side needs an 11, and this side needs 3 2s, which is the same thing as multiplying one side by 11 and the other side by 8. So we have 55 over 88 minus 8 over 88. That leaves us with 47 over 88 because we have the same sized pieces now. I have 55 of them. I'm taking away 8 of them. So now I have 47 of those pieces. 47 is prime, so it doesn't simplify. 88 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 11. You see they don't have any common factors. They're relatively prime. So this is going to stay 47 over 88. I hope this helps you with adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Remember, you are magnificent, you are brilliant, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.